lankomės mes Vokietijoje Daugiau dienose, Saturn Union ir Rapoolo ekspozicijai ir pakalbinsime Rene Brand apie žieminio rapso veisles, hibridus, tai yra apie dominatorių, dinamiką, KUGA ir RAGNAR. Tai perdodu žodį Rene, please.
Gabriele, thank you very much for this nice introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on the DLG Field Days 2022 south from Frankfurt in this area of Mannheim. And I would like to use a little bit this moment to give you a few information about what happened in the rapeseed business in the last 2-3 years. We have here behind us an information board from our side about these main features which are now today important for a successful variety. We have on one side this point plant health based on different traits like turnip yellow virus, like these FOMA resistances, LM7, LMS. And on the other side, definitely one of the most hottest topic today in the rapeseed business, in the agriculture, nitrogen efficiency.
So we are speaking about all genes of what we have in Dominator, Dynamic, and RAGNAR and KUGA. So one more.
Gabriele, thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's now interesting to have a look into the rapeseed. We will start with Dominator and discuss a little bit more about these benefits of turnip yellow virus and the FOMA resistance LMS. So let's follow us and have a look into the variety Dominator.
Taigi mes stovime Dominatoriaus pasėlyje, Vokietijoje Daugiau dienose. Tai, kaip žinom, Lietuvoje dominatorius pasižymi tuo, kad pakenčia užmirkimus, ypač pavasarį, ir yra žiemkentiškas, kaip matome, auga net ir netoli Prancūzijos ar nevykstančioje parodoje, tai Vokietijoje net ir šitose laukuose. Taigi plačiau apie veislę papasakos mums Rene, kuris tikrai daug žino apie šios hibridus. Prašau, Rene.
So, yeah. Here now we are in this kind of a smaller cycle where we can see different varieties growing, and here on my left side is one of our main selling hybrids, Dominator, of this Rapool international family. So Dominator already successfully launched in Poland, Czech Republic, now also the leading variety in the Baltics, and that has several reasons. We have, based on this turnip yellow virus resistance, a really strong, vigorous growing variety in the autumn time. We have a very good overwintering if we keep an eye on a good plant growth regulation in the autumn time. And then that is definitely one of the plus points of Dominator. Based on this strong plant health, turnip yellow virus and LMS, we have here really broad robustness against different climate challenges which can come up in the springtime, and that gives here really this necessary basement to realize with Dominator very, very strong, successful, satisfying yields. Doesn't matter from the Baltics down to Czech Republic, Dominator is then here really convincing in these current challenges in northeast of Europe.
Thank you. Rene papasakojo tikrai, kaip gerai žiemoja, kaip auga gerai įvairiose augimvietėse Dominatoriaus žieminių rapsų hybridas, bet toliau mes dar pakalbėsim apie šitą hybridą, apie rezistentiškumą pomozijai ir apie esamus genus jame.
I would like to use one more moment to give a chance to you to look down into the rapeseed plants and have a look on this special benefit of Dominator with this LMS resistance in the stem base. So we see here quite well, even under this very dry conditions here in this southwest of Germany, with very hot temperatures and in the last couple of weeks no precipitation, that we still have green stems, and these green stems coming from this LMS resistance, which I would like to explain you now on the next information board here on the DLG Field Days. So, ladies and gentlemen, We have now spoken already LM7, LMS and LMS as a big benefit for this performance of DOMINATOR. Let's now have a little bit a deeper look. What is the difference between these two resistances? The old traditional LM7 resistance is a single gene resistance. It's a qualitative resistance which is activated and working directly from the beginning, protecting the cotyledones and the first leaves against these typical FOMA infections. LMS, which is on the other side here, and is a new alternative resistance developed by our Rapool breeders, is working totally different. We have a resistance working on several genes, a more quantitative resistance, broad resistance, which is not really activated at the beginning. It needs some time for the plants in the autumn to activate it, but then it is protecting here the stem base of our plants. So you can find still some of these FOMA infections on the leaves, but this FOMA is then not able to grow via the petiole into the stem and then to create these typical FOMA symptoms when the plant's falling down. Additionally to this FOMA stem base resistance, we observe in this already shown green stems that we have here an additional robustness against the late upcoming disease verticillium, and there is also some observations which we made in our greenhouse that this LMS is also somehow a little bit working against sclerotinia, gives some robustness. Not more, and that is definitely already a big help for our farmers under these current challenges in the Baltics.
Kadangi mes turime Linas Agro labai didelį asortimentą žieminių rapsų veislių, tai Rene paprašysiu pagalbos, kad paaiškintų, kuo skiriasi dominatorius ir dinamikas. Šiek tiek norėčiau, kad papasakotum, Rene, apie nulinį žemės dirbimą ir kaip veislės ar dinamikas ar dominatorius labiau tinka šitam žemės dirbimui.
Gabriele, thanks for this question. I think let's have a look to our further variety in your portfolio. Let's have a look to dynamic and discuss a little bit your questions together here on our stand in Mannheim. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here also our hybrid dynamic, which is a very interesting add-on to this portfolio of Linas Agro and KUGA. What are the main interesting facts? Dynamic, based on this Ogura breeding system, give here an additional strong growth in the autumn time and is therefore a really attractive candidate for this kind of no tillage and direct seeding. That is here a big plus in comparison to DOMINATOR, where we can use this hybrid also for some more medium late sowing dates, and they benefit from this strong development. So really attractive candidate for this kind of no tillage. What are further differences from dynamic to the first variety DOMINATOR? We have here a candidate with this somehow mid-early regrowth after winter, so a little bit earlier than in the flowering, benefit a little bit better from this moisture of the winter time, and dynamic already convinced in our Rapool drought trials, which we made a couple of years ago in north of Germany and south of Hungary, as one of the strongest variety against drought. Something what we see here very well now in these conditions here in the southwest of Germany. And the last point, and that's definitely also one big benefit for dynamic, that is the pod shadow resistance which is inside, which gives farmers a big further tool in the harvest time, so they can let this variety a little bit longer outside and will not immediately have this kind of harvest losses, even if there will come some stronger precipitation, some stronger rainfalls. So the farmers are more protected, and they can have a look more to the winter wheat and harvest here winter wheat earlier to protect here the protein content. So really some very attractive hybrids which have a good package for the current challenges in the Baltics.
Taigi mes sužinome labai daug apie du hibridus, tai yra dinamiką ir dominatorių ir jo pritaikomumus. Ačiū Rene. Aišku, mes dar pratęsime pokalbį toliau. Dar mes turime savo asortimente hibridus KUGA ir šiek tiek dar turime RAGNARO pagal specialius užsakymus, tai paprašysim dar Rene papasakoti ir apie šitos du hibridus. KUGA and RAGNAR.
Yeah, the two traditional hybrids from our side in your portfolio. What are the main points? I think KUGA, a very strong hybrid in the past and still our number one for farmers who are looking definitely for winter hardiness. There is no other hybrid here in our portfolio which has somehow a similar winter hardiness like KUGA. So that's definitely the first big point for KUGA. And RAGNAR is of course also one of these strong growing MSL hybrids, what we know here from the past. Also an attractive variety for some late sowing dates and maybe for some more difficult conditions in autumn time. And yeah, also a good high yielding stable variety. So that are these two further candidates which we have here from our side in your portfolio.
Taigi išgirdome Rapool asortimento, koksai yra žieminių rapsų asortimentas į rudenį ir labai išsamų, ačiū Rene, kad papasako išsamei apie šitos hibridus. Taigi susitiksime kitose reportažuose.